Right, making a mask. So I have pre-prepared 2 pieces of rectangle fabric. I've overlocked the bottom edges separately, lining, front. I've done a small seam at the top, about 5, 6, 7 mil off the top. Then you open the fabric out. I'm going to press the seam. Can manage. Iron, press the seam open, little seam, that's the top of the mask. Encase the nose clip inside the French seam. So center the nose clip right at the edge of the seam, bring the lining over, fold it nice and neat. If anything, the lining comes in 1/2 mil, so it doesn't show from the outside. Then make sure the nose clip stays near, close to the edge of the seam as you can. You might need to change your foot here. It doesn't go very nicely over the nose clip, but some of the nose clips are smaller. So double check your nose clip has stayed center. Secure it with little side stitches on each side to make sure it doesn't slide. Roughly in the center. Trim off. So that's going to be the wrong side. Now before we turn it over, we're going to do the bottom seam. Split the bottom edge into 3, and we're going to leave the middle open to insert the filter. So you just sew about 1 centimeter off the bottom edge, roughly 1/3, and then you leave a gap, and then another 1/3. That's your bottom seam done. Then you turn your mask. So now it's the good way around. So press the top, the bottom. Now we're going to work on our pleats. We're going to make 2 pleats. Very important that they face down, so any droplets is going to drop off rather than get stuck in the pleats. So nose clip at the top, fold, and then fold again. If you need precise measurements, I can work them out. I just want to make about 8.5 centimeter. Another way to check is you take your side piece. You want the side piece to be quite a bit longer, about a good 1.5 centimeters up to 2 centimeters longer on each side. So press those pleats, secure them with a little stitch right on the edge. That makes the next step easier. You can pin them as well if you like. Make sure the pleats don't overlap each other, so they're one next to each other. Now we're going to place our side bit. So raw edge against raw edge, roughly 1.5 centimeters on top and bottom. Trick of the trade to avoid loads of thread sticking out when we're going to later throw the elastic through, you fold the edges in. You fold the top and bottom, make like a little sandwich, and then place it on your machine. Either side, it doesn't matter. You can pin it, sew about 1 centimeter away from the edge, so you are sandwiching in the edges of your sides, you end up with something like this. You wrap it around, bring it right around. So we're going to do a little fold on the raw edge and then a fold right over to sandwich all the raw edge in. And you can stitch on the wrong side or the good side. I try to get my seam just inside where the two colors meet. But it's not an haute couture object, it's for safety. So don't worry if the stitch is short. I'm going to do the other side. So again, place your piece on the good side of your mask, raw edge. I'm just going to trim that one off a bit. Wrap the top and bottom over and pin it if you need. Secure a centimeter away from the edge. That's the second side. So you bring it right around. You get the top and bottom folded in, a little fold, and then wrap right over. Like here, what I've done, I've got a little bit too much excess. So I'm just going to trim that off. It's fine. So when we do the small fold, we want to be able to encase that whole side bit in. Here we are. Stitch it. You can stitch from the wrong side as well, just as long as the back side is all caught in. So we have our mask, we have our nose clip at the top, pleats facing down. Now we take our elastic, safety pin, pin it through. Feed your elastic through our side channel. There we are. And then here you can make a little knot right at the end, and then people can adjust that knot. I'm going to do the other side so we can finish the mask. Just feed it through, push it through. It's gone inside the pleat. There we are, coming out. So this enables to adjust the mask. If necessary, people can make a smaller knot. So we have got the nose clip at the top, the pleats facing down. Our mask is ready to try. Yeah, the elastic's a bit too big, so I'm going to adjust later. You can open the mask out and clip that pin over your nose. Good fit. Just needs to be a bit tighter with the elastic. A little knot. But again, people can adjust that themselves. And you have your little pocket at the bottom to insert your filter. You can play around with colors. Thank you.